What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the simulator here. Let's get right into it and play Hosel Rockets Golf League. The tournament's called the Mile High Let It Fly. Course is Sanctuary. I have played this course before. Let's check out the vitals for the round. You got 8-foot gimme auto putt, 5,900 yards, total course length, Friday pins. You got soft greens with an 11 stimp, soft fairways, and your tournament is at 6,800 feet, which is way, way higher than I've played in recent history. I believe this is a pretty beautiful course, if I remember correctly, but let's get it loaded up and have a look at it. Alrighty, folks, we're all loaded up here. We're 60 yards above the fairway here. 519 yard par 5. And it's honestly hard to say what's going to happen here. We got no wind. Oh boy, where do I even aim here? Okay, not a great start. We've got some work to do. Where'd we hit that? Healy with an open club face. Wish I could take that one back because we are not in a great place here, but let's see what we can do to recover. Just get somewhere where we have a peek at the green. How about that? Okay, we're still 238 yards out and there's some water down here, which is a big deterrent for me. Big deterrent for a lot of people, I would imagine. I think we're going to be in the sand instead, maybe, unless we get a good bounce. Ball's going to want to come out to the right. Let's give ourselves a fighting chance here. 70 yards. This shot, or putt rather, is for par. 9-footer. All right. That could have been a lot worse. Hole number 2, 375 yard par 4. Okay, sliced over into the garbage. Bringing out the mini driver was apparently not a good idea. That's actually OB. I wasn't paying attention. That sucks. That's going to cost us a couple. Let's aim way over here. Out of bounds is basically the death of your hole. oftentimes, if you do it enough, it's going to be the death of your round too. Okay, that's pretty weird. We're going to be playing from an adjacent fairway. What's funny is that same shot shape generally causes a nasty slice, right? Coming over the top. I don't know how GS Pro or the slab software decides what it's doing, but what do we got here? Total carry, club speed, offline raw. The offline is good to go between both of them. So basically what that was just a hit to the left. It was 29 yards offline of the line I hit going hard left. If that makes any sense. If it makes sense to you, it will be, it makes sense to one of us at this point. Okay. .157 into the green. Let's hit an 8. Try to recover what we can here. I'd say it's safe probably to club up on everything here at this altitude. Pretty long putt here. 40, I don't know, 45 yards, or excuse me, feet as a feel. Almost snuck it up there. Kind of took it up the pooper on that one. Let's see if we can't do better. Should be all right. Fairways are soft. This is going to play about 110, 111. Oh, wow. Nice. That'll do. What do we got here? Number 4 is a 480-yard par 4. $216 minus 18, let's call it 200. Let's hit a 6 here. Got a lot of altitude. That was fat. We were not going to make it. 80, 75 yards here. Oh no. Found that tiny little bunker there somehow. What do we take out of there? 20% penalty? Okay, probably ought to pay attention to that, huh? Probably ought to pay attention to stuff like that, hadn't I? That's a little weird. Can I hide objects? I cannot. Okay. Let's tee off apparently out of a wheat field here. This is a 164 yard par 3. We're down 14 yards, so call it 150. I don't particularly want to be in that bunker. Let's hit a gentle 8-iron here. Not quite gentle enough. We probably could have hit a 9-iron. What are we in the rough? Down lob wedge, downhill shot. Let's give ourselves a bit of a fighting chance here. Luckily we got soft greens. Another par 3 on the 6th. It's going to play about a $150. The wind's pretty negligible. Let's try a 9-iron here. Pin's in the middle of the green. If I miss this, it's my fault. Okay, there's a bit of a false front there. We got to make sure to get up this hill. 46 plus 20, 56. We got to give this a good little poke here. That almost went in. That's humorous. Number 7's a 300-yard par 4. It's actually 317. I just like rounding because I'm lazy. And it's down 22 yards, so it's going to play like 300 yards. Oops. Sorry, driver. I'm obligated by law to try and drive this green even though I don't hit that far. It doesn't look like you'll be penalized too much. We'll just give this a good little whack-a-mole here. That wasn't bad. Pretty hard to complain about that. It's a par 4 after all. Take the lob wedge here and see if we can get ourselves out of trouble. 31, probably going to lose a couple of percent here. Got out of there with a birdie. This is awesome. This green's surrounded by like a castle wall looking thing. 268-yard par 4. Wow. What a beaut. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Just something happened though, huh? 143 yards up. It's more like 160. Let's hit a 7 here. Oh, we deflected off the stinking tree. All right, no harm, no foul. Those aren't castle walls, they just look like big, really big planters. .38, we're down a smidge here. Oh boy, that was bad. 7%. This is funneling pretty good, you can see. 15. We are having a real rough go here. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Double bogey, you know, you don't like to see those. Number 9's a 292 yarder, uphill 15 yards. Let's just hit right here, 200. Take a 6, play something a little safer. Oh, that's not safe at all. Get up there. Sheesh. How far did that go? 160? It was supposed to go a little further than that. Rough's gonna cost us 140 plus some juice here. The juice is loose. Let's hit an 8 iron. That was really odd. Pretty odd. All right, it's another blind thing we got going on here. We just know we're hitting downhill to the right. 14 yards, that's all we know. And our lie is rough. Good enough for government work. 163 yards. Let's hit an 8. Let's hit an 8. This dude is negative 17 under par. That dude was 17 under par for the round. Who was that? How do you even do that? Get right. Lob wedge, I can't see jack nothing here. I just know it needs to go 15 or so yards. 13 feet or so here, I'd say. That was a little hot there. Glad the hole was there to stop the ball. I'm going to pause you. I need a drink. 11 515-yard par 5. Well above the fairway here. You do need to get a hold of the ball, though. You do need to get a hold of the golf ball or lay up. I'm not laying up. But perhaps I should have. Got some work to do now. Good strike though, good distance. What do we got going on here? We're hitting up and we're hitting right. Ball's gonna wanna go right. Can't really see the obstructions. I'm not sure I would hit this shot anyway. Holy shnikes, what the hell just happened? I mean, we're out. Okay, $180 in. Boom. Throwing darts. Come on back toward the hole. You're going further away from the hole. Pretty long birdie attempt. Shouldn't reasonably expect to make this. Need to hit it about 31, 32 feet feel here. What do we got on 12? 330-yard par 4. Okay, I'm starting to see why people, this guy, this JT Walsh went 17 under par. Some short stuff here, especially if you're able to hit the ball semi-far. Oh, that stinks. Okay. 68, 72 out of this muck, deep rough. I'd say we're going to lose quite a bit of power here. Oh yeah. Nice. .318 down 33. Got some water over here to deter. Too dangerous. That's far too dangerous. Let's hit a 7-iron here. Sit. Oh. Downhill, left to right. Probably not that much. 16. Let's hit it like, I don't know, 11, 12 feet here. Oh. Stop. Okay. 171 yards, wind is negligible, and she's a par 3. And she's a par 3. Think we can get over there with an 8 iron because of the altitude, but let's see if I am wrong. That was about as correct a club as you're going to get. Didn't quite stop, but that's fine. Just need to barely get a hold of this ball here. Oh no. Potential bogey here. Let's see if we can sink this putt. Eight-footer. All right, saved it. What do we got here? $15 is a 500 yard, 570, 17 yard par 5. And we're down, I would say, a good ways here. Let's just rip it with the driver. That was almost awesome. In fact, let's just call that one awesome. 159 minus 13, 140 something, but you're certainly going to take a penalty out of this poop. And there's a big old thing of water over here. It's a par 5. Not bad. Get up there. All right, stop. $16. That's no good. Let's try that again. Fourth shot. 6 yards out, which is 18 feet. Oh, slow down. 16th hole here at Sanctuary is a 289-yard par 4. My goodness, is that short. But you're being reminded to not even try it. Let's go over here instead and play a little bit smarter. Let's hit the 6 iron. That leaves us, I don't know, about 115 into the pin, maybe a little further. I'm thinking gap wedge. Pin's right in the center of that little green. Oh, sit. It was too much club. Roll back. Yeah, there you go, baby. There you go. Keep on going. Downhill, slight left to right break. .296, 276, 220. .296-yard par 4 here. Man, some shorties. What does the scoreboard look like here? Wow, those are some low scores, buddy. .71 down. Let's call it 60-something yards here, meaning we need to hit the lob wedge. Get up there. Yeah, if your short game is on point, you could score real low on this one. 30-footer here by feel. Not quite. The 18th and final hole here at Sanctuary is a 355-yard par 4. 355-yard par 4. Real skinny fairway. 165 up there to the pin. Let's hit this 8-iron because of the elevation and see what we can find out here. Right there. Another birdie attempt here, downhill, right to left break. Let's just get it near the pin. I'd say we need to hit this about 19 feet of feel. Close. All right, what's the scorecard show us here? Shot a 73. I mean, I ain't complaining about that. That's about scratch. Couple of double bogeys, it looks like, and 3 birdies, which is going to cancel out. Let's check out stats before we close out the video here. 13 pars, 3 birdies, 2 doubles, 25 putts, 1 sand save. Duration was 38 minutes. Longest drive was 288, average was 211. I really got to get my swing and ball speed up, but we are not quite there yet. And then total putting is 95 feet, 9 greens, 5 fairways. And then that other stat I still don't understand, something to do with handicap. Alrighty, ladies and gents, I appreciate you watching as always. Let's go ahead and close up the video, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good evening.